Butter is so delicious, and its creamy goodness improves so many recipes. But if you've ever tried sautéing in butter, you know what high heat does. Butter burns, smokes, and ultimately turns black. Definitely not the results you want. Butter is a fat, but it also contains milk solids, which is the part that burns. If you remove the solids, you're left with clear golden yellow butter fat that gives your cooking a rich buttery flavor. This is called clarified or drawn butter. To make 1 cup of clarified butter, start out with 1 1/4 cups of unsalted butter. Step 1. Melt the butter. Cut the butter into pieces and place in a small heavy saucepan. Use a heavy-bottomed pan because a thin one will have hot spots that can burn the butter as it melts. And that's exactly what you are trying to avoid. Put the saucepan on your stovetop and turn the heat to low. Let the butter melt slowly without stirring it. Step 2. Separate the milk solids from the butter fat. As the butter melts, you can see it separate into 3 layers. The top layer is thin and foamy. This represents some of the milk solids. The middle layer is the clear golden butter fat. The bottom layer is made up of water and more milk solids. As the butter separates, skim off the white foam with a spoon. Save the milk solids to use later on hot popcorn, stirred into pancake batter, or over warm rice or oatmeal. When the butter has finished melting and no more foam rises to the top, remove the pan from the heat. Let it cool for about 5 minutes or so to let more solids settle to the bottom. Skim off any last bits of foam that float to the surface. Then slowly spoon or pour off the clear butter fat into a glass liquid measuring cup, being careful to leave as much of the solids behind as you can. Line a fine mesh strainer with several layers of cheesecloth and set it over a heat-proof container. Pour the warm butter fat through the cheesecloth to filter out any remaining milk solids. You can store your clarified butter in an airtight container in the fridge or freezer for several months. The butter fat will firm up when it chills, but it melts again easily. When using clarified butter in a recipe, measure it out tablespoon for tablespoon, the same way you would measure regular butter or oil. Clarified butter delivers all the buttery taste without the worry of burning. Enjoy!